Yeah, my name is Michael Rodriguez, and I'm presenting on behalf of this project team, which includes Ryan Frantz, Abdi Samatar, Travis Lang, and myself, Michael Rodriguez. This is an update on the Medis project. I'll give you a brief summary of what it is and the vision, as well as what's going on financially, communication-wise, and why we are behind. But the whole vision of this project is to revolutionize patient monitoring for intensive care units by delivering an innovative and integrated system that should enhance and will enhance patient care. This is supposed to also help make clinical workflows more streamlined and also provide valuable data insights for healthcare professionals. The current status is that the project is behind schedule. This is due to engineering challenges and software delays, and due to that, because it requires strategic decisions on timeline, resources, and scope, we're running into communication errors. The agenda I'm going to be talking about is the communication channels, project summary, current timeline, points of discussion, and current financials. And then you guys can ask questions at the end of this. The communication channels is what's causing the project to be behind. We're facing problems with the engineering and software delays, and we need the steering committee to make strategic decisions on the timeline, resources, and scope of the project. The project summary is that we have the planning complete. Engineering is ongoing, but it requires some support. Software development is delayed. Clinical testing is also delayed. And then production readiness is pending. And then the budget is on here, is what we're going to talk about because it's on track, but it's also pending decisions. Here's a little deep dive of the current budget. This kind of shows you a little bit more of everything where the money's going and how, where, and why, and the timeline of when the money will be spent. But in financial summary, human resources will be getting about 47%, vendors and partners 21, systems applications 18, and strategic reserve should be 14. The issue is we need to shift funds to engineering, which is impacting our contingency for the reserve, but we're also requesting approval for the shift and discussion on potential new funding if the timeline is extended. This is what the timeline is supposed to look like and how it should launch if it is on time. Here's a little summary to show you exactly what the star and circle and square mean. The project object status is that the planning is complete. Engineering design is obviously ongoing. Software development and clinical testing have both been delayed, but projected readiness is pending, but the budget should be on track. But the topics I was talking about earlier in the brief summary for the agenda is that for topic one, it's the modular design. This should resolve the conflict between marketing and engineering about whether a modular design is necessarily or feasible. So that's what we're trying to figure out, as well as topic two will be engineering and software, deciding on where to allocate more funds for engineering to meet customer specs and reevaluate or replace the outsourced software development team due to delays and performance concerns, as talked about earlier. And then the biggest one is the timeline, in my opinion. And this is where we're trying to decide on formally moving the project launch date back a couple months. And by a couple months, I mean 6 months to a year to resolve all current issues and deliver an actual good quality project that will work well. These are our recommended courses of action. It's to reallocate funds, approve the shift funds, and then as well as find new software sources and extend the timeline. So the risk, impact, and success that this could carry is that the risk mitigation is captured through the stakeholders. If you guys help us, it will be providing strategic decisions on topics covered today, in addition to based on the decisions follow the meeting and planning that will be conducted. The impact is that based on the recommended COAs, there will be a possible impact that needs to be further discussed. This would mean that additional cost estimates that we would have to talk about, launch date as it will be postponed, and we talk about the modular design strategy as well as talk to the software and engineering team about development. But if this is successful, it'll be captured from the guidance and decisions from the stakeholders as they are helping us decide where the funds get allocated and how and what will be done. But this also ensures that the customers will have a good expectation on launch and that we ensure that we develop and deliver a good product. That was a brief summary. Try to keep it as close as I can to 5 minutes. And if you have any questions, please let me know now and we can discuss and go back to either slides and go give some final comments about it. And thank you.